that square will do implicit, right?
Yes, yz square will do implicit, like both are variable. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can replace the term. So this is 1, this part is 1 plus x, this is zy plus y. What would be the derivative of z square with respect to y? That would be 2z zy. Am I clear?
Hmm. Yeah.
Plus z square, this is 1, is equal to 0, right? So we will take zy term together. We can take zy common, and we are left with x plus 2yz is equal to minus x square minus, sorry, z square minus z square. So zy is equal to minus x square minus z square upon x plus 2yz. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, now let's move to the higher order derivative. So far we have done first order derivative, right? We found the first order derivative. Now we have
Yeah.
higher order derivative of this function, of this multivariable function. Okay, so the topic is higher derivative. Okay, you'll find an interesting facts in this for higher order derivative. Okay, the fact will be revealed in 10 minutes. So let's understand what is higher order derivative first of all. So we have a function z which is dependent on two independent variable x and y. So if we find the first order derivative, that is f, partial derivative of f with respect to x, or we can go for partial derivative of f with respect to y, right? Now we can go ahead and find the derivative again. We can find the derivative again, either with respect to x or with respect to y. See, this term also contains x or y. It may contain x or y both. You understand? So we can differentiate that again with respect to x or with respect to y. Do you understand? But how do we write that? With respect to y, sorry, with respect to x I am writing, then it would be del x. If I am writing with respect to y, then it would be del y first and then del x, right? And I'm missing here something which is square, right? Because this is the second order derivative. That 2 signifies it is the second order derivative, right? So is it clear that the denominator part, is it clear? We write derivative of del y first and then del x. It shows that we have differentiated the function with respect to x. What happened? I got request from Dev again, though he is online. Some technical mistake
I
maybe.
can't see or hear you all.
I think if you refresh your page, I think because we can see you.
Yeah.
Dev, please refresh your page. I
Hello.
think the problem is at your end maybe. Manav, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so the problem is at
I
Dev
can't
end.
see or hear you all.
Listen, Raj, refresh your page.
Yeah.
Yes.
Refresh your page. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, sir.
Uh,
Sorry, I don't know how I
no,
disconnected.
no problem.
Yeah,
Actually,
I don't know how I got.
no, no, you were there. You were there, but we don't know.
We could
Like,
see you.
yeah.
We could see it.
Okay, fine.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
So we were doing the higher order derivative, and I think is it confusing this part? Because see, I have written dy del y first and then del x. What does that mean? That means we are differentiating the function
On about
with
that,
respect to x first
Originally, it was delta.
and then
Yeah.
with respect to y later, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So we can represent this as f of
First one, the
fxx
first branch. Yeah.
zxx, or we can represent this as fxy zxy. Now, can you see the mismatch here? But this represents the actual order. Basically, we are differentiating the function with respect to x and then with respect to y, but you will see the order is reverse while writing in this notation. Okay, so make note of this thing.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, now again we can differentiate this part with respect to either, you know, y, or with respect to x. Okay, so we can write, you know, the square also like this. We used to write that, isn't it? We used to write that while in IB also, right? Okay, so and this can be written as f of yy zyy f of yx zyx. Okay, now I'm giving you one function. You have to find out f of, let's say, the function is, first of all, write the function is f of x comma y x sine square y plus y square cos x. Okay, you have to find out f of xy and f of yx. Okay, so find out this. Like, this will be done by, let's say, Mano, and this will be done by Dev. Do it quickly, because I need to discuss that interesting part with you, which is belong to this topic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you've written YZ for me.
Oh,
FZ
oh, oh. This would
or
be
FYX.
x x x x. In partial derivative, it is partiality. Mano, again offline. Mano, can you hear us? Hello?
I can see him.
Yeah, yeah. The same problem happened with you also.
I can see
Yeah.
Manu.
Let me remove him
Oh,
first. Now
oh,
he will join again.
uh,
Otherwise,
huh,
we'll be under the impression that he is
oh.
looking us. Now, hello, Mano. Can you see us?
Yeah.
Yeah, same problem happened to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, is it my turn now?
Hopefully not.
So the partial derivative notation and the square means partial derivative twice, right?
Yes, square means twice. Or the notation may be in this way: f of xy together or f of yx together. Okay. This is also called mixed derivative. Okay. Mixed derivative.
Okay.
So the funda is same, right?
Yeah,
So since we
funda
have
is
this
same.
tree,
First you differentiate this with respect to x.
so for example, yeah,
So I'll write fx for you. Let's say this is sine square y minus y square sine x. Did you get this? Like we have to differentiate the given function with respect to x. So we will get sine square y minus y square sine x. And I help Dev also. So f of y is 2x sine y cos y plus 2y cos x. Did you get this, Dev?
Yeah. So I got that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
In fact,
now,
so what I did is
yeah,
I simplified that now to sine 2y. You treat it sine 2y.
yes,
This part.
yeah,
2 sine y cos y is 2 sine 2y.
2 sine y cos y x.
2
x, yeah,
X will be
is
there,
sine.
no?
x sine 2y.
X will be there, right?
Yeah, yeah. The x I got. I'm
Okay,
saying, but
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay, no problem. Any order you can get, that doesn't matter. But the thing which you will get now, both of you, is really interesting.
Oh, so I got it. I did both. They're the same answer.
Yes. So now you both are intersecting
I did
at
both,
one
so I
point.
can. Yeah, you're getting the same
Yeah.
answer. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So 2xy is basically 2
Oh,
sine y cos y minus 2y sine x, and f of yx is again 2 sine y cos y minus 2y sine x. So this is basically saying that the mixed derivative is always equal. Okay, the mixed derivative is always
Yeah.
equal. If I am saying mixed derivative means, like, in terms of three independent variable. If I am saying mixed derivative, or let's understand in two independent variable itself. Mixed derivative means this is same as f of yx, but this is not equal to f of xx or f of yy. Okay, in terms of
yeah.
three independent variable, let's say uh, g x y z. For three independent variable, the dependent variable consider as w. Okay, like w is equal to f of x y z. I didn't explain you because I don't want you to confuse. Okay, here if suppose we are discussing about three independent variable, then the dependent variable consider as
Mm.
w. Okay, so in this case, suppose
Mm.
we are finding the mixed derivative, then the mixed derivative is always equal, whatever the order is, that doesn't matter. But that is
Oh,
not equal to,
Yeah.
let's say, xyx or gxzz, okay, or any other in the same line. Okay, so mixed derivative, if I'm saying mixed derivative, it means,
so I have a question.
yeah,
Would gxyy be equal to G Y G Y Y X? Like,
No,
is it the
no,
same
no, no,
things
no,
but in a different order?
no. It won't be same.
Okay,
Okay. If you are
okay,
getting same, then it will be surprise
got it.
because of the function, nature of the function, but
Right.
it won't be same. So
Okay, okay,
that is because why I can say you this without doing anything, because the function is continuous. The function is continuous on a region where mixed partial derivative are equal. Okay, means f of xy is equal to f of yx. So the function is continuous on a region mixed partial derivative are equal. If the mixed partial derivative are equal, the function is continuous. Or if the function is continuous on a region, mixed partial derivative are equal. Okay, and if you are saying this f of g x y and g x y y g y y x, so they are not equal because the function is not continuous at that point. We are not approaching to common point basically. Okay, in that particular region. So
right.
now I think uh, I have lot of things to discuss, which is like I said, the real life example. So I'll tell you the example where the independent variable are involved, and the dependent variable is dependent on those independent variable. Like, see, our human skin is dependent on weight as well as height of that particular person. Do you understand? Like, if suppose I keep my height constant
Yeah,
and my weight is increasing, then what is the effect on my surface area? Means the surface area of my skin.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay, and if I keep my
Mm.
weight constant
it's
and
increasing.
suppose my height is increasing, then what is the effect on the surface area
Mm.
of my skin?
Okay.
Okay,
Still
so
agree.
this is very
Yeah.
interesting fact. We got a relationship between the surface area of skin with weight and height. So the partial derivative is so important that will figure out the effect on the surface area of human skin with respect to weight or with respect to height. Okay, so there are a lot of real life
Yeah,
example you can see, like mountain temperature, altitude. There are a lot of things where you can understand
yeah,
the single variable is failing to do the job basically. Do you understand? Single variable is not capable
correct.
of handling the things in 2D. Like, it is for 2D, it is not for 3D.
Right.
So we need multi-variable function, and that's why the multi-variable function has been introduced, and we need to find the change in the function with respect to the independent variable, and that's why we are dealing with partial derivative. And I think you got pretty good idea about what is partial derivative and why we are doing partial derivative. Do you understand? If suppose the idea
Yeah.
is not there with you,
Yes.
why we are doing partial derivative, I don't know, I don't care, I just doing this because I know the process of finding derivative. But why we are doing that, I don't know. That shouldn't be the answer. You should tell the answer why we are doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we should stop here. I think
Good.
you got something in your mind about your higher study, and
Yes.
and
Yes.
thank you so much for hearing patiently. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. It was amazing. I really, in this span